All right. What's up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Coming at you guys with a viewer request update on the Bakkt holdings. Okay, ticker symbol BKKT. We're looking at the daily chart. We're going to go over the major levels, right? We've been rejecting our major retracement levels each time in this bear market. So we're going to go over those, show you the major levels we need to break out of to come up here and get some of our bullish price targets. We have a bullish chart pattern forming here. And then I'm also going to go over how to use the MACD and the relative strength index to spot possible entries and exits. All right. So make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. But before we break down the chart, there's been a lot of news and a lot of circulation and hype around Bakkt here recently. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this asset or at this video by Seeking Alpha. Okay, it says this $2 billion digital asset platform could rise back to $20 within 4 months. All right, now this was written January 6th last week. Very, very bullish. Okay, and we're gonna break down, what this person is seeing, right? Edward Veranek. And basically, what he's basically done here is he's taken an extremely large bullish position, right? Not even an extremely large, but an extremely bullish position. He's bought $410 strike call options expiring in May. We're very, very far away from $10, but he's very, very bullish. And so, he's purchasing these, and it's no surprise he's putting out a very bullish article. Okay. But if you take a look here, we can see some of the great things that happen. And they've got where is it? Right here. If you take a look to their peers, okay, it's trading at 7.5x its projected 2022 revenue, right? Which is a little bit lower than some of its peers. So it's not really a high projected revenue, right? If you look, Coinbase trades at 9.2 times of its trailing revenue right now. But one of my favorite things about Bakkt Holdings and BKKT is that it's owned by ICE, okay, the Intercontinental Exchange, right? And ICE owns a majority of BKKT's equity through the locked Class V stock. Now, that's kind of what it's highlighting right here. If you're not familiar, ICE, okay, is the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. So not financial advice, but I've been saying, Bakkt is pretty much the best and most well-positioned cryptocurrency stock there is on the stock exchange, right? When you think of someone who's going to be primed for regulation once regulation comes and going to be really in a good position to benefit from that, Bakkt Holdings being owned by the company that owns the New York Stock Exchange has a nice seat at the table, right? They're going to be very relevant, and their name is going to be brought up in a lot of these discussions that possibly could benefit them, right? And some other things right here, we take a look, and they do have some partnerships, right? They have some really good partnerships that they've had recently. They had a partnership with MasterCard to offer innovative crypto and loyalty solutions, and Pfizer on mainstream use of crypto assets for leading global merchants. So they've been doing a lot. They've been making a lot of partnerships behind the scenes, and they highlight here that, hey, penny stocks, they don't get that kind of respect from $100 billion firms. Now, anything trading below $5 is a penny stock. So even though Bakkt isn't technically trading in pennies, it is still kind of considered, actually, by technical definition, a penny stock. All right. So there's lots of things on it. He's saying that the company is should at least have a $5 billion valuation, worthy of a price of around $20 per share. So that's where he's getting it at. And he's using a $5 billion valuation to get that $20 per share stock price. But you have to think to yourself, is it going to shoot up to that in a matter of months, right? Is it going to go from like $2-3 all the way up to $20 by May? That's a really, really bullish position that he's got there. So, it is risky. I'm not advising you guys to go ahead and, buy those $10 strike call options for May. But we just wanted to, kind of highlight this article. You can read into it some more for yourself. We'll get straight into the chart now. There's been lots of also rumors and talk of Bakkt creating a government-backed cryptocurrency and creating a government-backed coin sometime in the future, 2025, 2030. Again, things like this really wouldn't surprise me. They are primed and in well positioned to benefit from crypto regulation once it comes, right? So if the government does look to, create some regulated crypto Bakkt, I definitely could see them being behind a project like that. So we'll get into the chart now. Again, we're looking at this bullish chart pattern here. It's known as a falling wedge. You're going to see price action zigzag and compress in between here, and we're looking for a breakout to the upside. Okay, but if you pay attention, these three lines right here are the Fibonacci retracement levels, right? And so it's no secret we've been in a bear market and in a downtrend, right? So the three levels you want to look at using the Fib tool right over here is the 61.8, the 50%, and the 38.2. These are your three major retracement levels. Nothing moves in a straight line up and nothing moves in a straight line down. What you see is a move up, retracement, and continuation up higher, or a move down, retracement, continuation lower. You can spot a reversal once you break through your major retracement levels, right? And so in this case, we'd be looking for a reversal to the upside. Instead of retracing and heading back down lower, what we're looking for is a retracement and then eventually a breakthrough of those retracement levels to get a reversal and create a high and a higher high. But just to visualize it some more, you see we have the move down, we retrace up to our 61.8, and then we continue that trend, right? We make a low, lower low. Over here, now we have a new high. We come down, we move up, we continue that trend. And it really just continues and continues, and it's happened all in this bullish falling wedge pattern as well. We come down, we retrace up, we continue down. We come up, we come down, we retrace, we continue down. So we have our new retracement levels from our most recent high up here, right around 1.91. All right, we've had a strong move to the downside. We've retraced up to our 38.2 retracement level, which is 1.43. So it is a very important time to be cautious right here. Just because we are trying to break out of this trend line to the upside does not mean that we can't get a look above and fail and head back down into the range. So 1.62, 1.52, and 1.43 are going to be the major levels that we need to get the reversal. Remember, the reversal is going to look like this. You're going to come through and you're going to break through those levels, and you're going to create a high and then a higher high up here. And that's how you can get a reversal. Otherwise, we're going to continue that pattern of having a move to the downside, getting a nice retracement upwards, and then continuing down lower. So until we flip these levels of resistance to support, you need to be cautious, right? If you're able to grab the entry down here, we've had a nice move to the upside. But some people may say, how would I have known to bought there, right? How would I have known I'm not catching a falling knife, right? Well, what you can do is you can take a look at your relative strength index down here, and this is going to measure the relative strength of a stock at its given price. So what we notice is we have a low here, then we have a lower low here, right? So low and then lower low. On the relative strength index, there's a divergence. In this case, a bullish divergence because we have a low and then a higher low. So we're seeing it move to the upside. This is known as bullish divergence when you see the relative strength index making higher lows while the stock is making lower lows. It's an indicator you may see some bullish activity, but it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to get a 20, 50, 100% move, right? We've already gotten the bounce off of this bullish divergence. We've had about 4 or 5 green trading days since we got that bounce. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look and see if we do get some type of a pullback. We want to continue bouncing off of this bullish divergence trend line. So we really want to stay above here. If we do pull back, we want to get a bounce off of there and not break through. If we break through, most likely we're going to be seeing Bakkt, make a nice move to the downside. All right. Now, something you can use to spot a move to the downside is going to be the MACD. The MACD works very, very good on the daily chart. And if we take a look, we'll zoom in here a little bit more and make this bigger for you guys. A MACD exit signal is going to be when this red line crosses below the white line. All right. So right here, we have a MACD sell signal, and you see we get a nice move to the downside. Over here, we get a MACD sell signal, and then you see we have the move to the downside. Over here, we get a MACD sell signal. We get a move to the downside, right? So you're seeing this pattern continue and repeat itself, and it's not a coincidence, right? Over here, we get a MACD sell signal, we get a move to the downside. So we do have some bullish momentum right now. We're bouncing off of that bullish divergence that we had on the chart. And we're going to see if we can break through our major retracement levels. Otherwise, if we don't break through these retracement levels, and let's say we rally all the way up to 162, and we're not able to flip it to support and, break through these levels, what we're going to see is just going to see the same thing we've been seeing, where we retrace up and then ultimately continue that downtrend as we've done time and time again. Now, if we break through 162 and we're able to flip it to support, 191 is going to be that major psychological level. Okay, that's going to be our real breakout level. If we're able to break out past our previous high, okay, then we can come up here and try to hit some of our bullish price targets. We have 2.2, I'm sorry, 2.12, 2.23, and 2.39. And above there, we have 3.17, right? And so 3.17 would really be a nice play out of this falling wedge pattern, right? That would take us all the way up here to the 3.17. So I do see that as a possibility. That definitely could happen, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done, right? We got to break through our major retracement levels, and then we have to break out past 1.91. If we're able to do that, then it's very possible we could come up and hit our 4 bullish price targets we have to the upside. But if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I do viewer requests every single week, this being one of them. And if you want to see your stock, your cryptocurrency, your token, whatever it is in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below and I'll make a video as soon as I can.